It can be quick and easy to access existing drawings, templates, audio, and more within your projects to move much faster using something that Storyboard Pro has created called the library concept. Now, libraries can help you store and reuse any element you may need to use while you're doing your storyboards and your animatics. And a library is simply a folder on your hard drive where you store your templates or drawn elements that you may want to reuse, and you can reuse any element as many times as you like. I also like to use libraries to store and access reference images of the different items I need to copy or draw, and for the audio files that I want to use in my animatics. So let's take a quick look at how these work. Now, the same libraries can be used in multiple storyboard projects, so I can set it up once and use it over and over. So the libraries are over on the right-hand side in what we call our panel view. So it's the fourth tab over in our default. So let's take a look at what Storyboard Pro provides us by default, and then I'll show you how we can make it work even better just for us. So they set us up with 4 master folders. 3D models, there's nothing in it, but if you have any 3D models, you can add them in. Global, which is anything you copy into your global will show up in any file that you open. Local is for libraries specific to this project that I have open. And then they've given us a number of templates. So if you open that up, you'll see that there's 5 more folders within it. Let's click through these just real quick to show you what you've got to work with. Actions of all these are really the only one that I use, and I'll show you why. Now, it's going to show you a list. The list doesn't help you a whole lot, so let's get a better view. If you right-click anywhere over the list, highlight View, and click on Thumbnails. Now, all of your libraries, you're going to see thumbnails. What the actions are really great-looking overlays and 3D arrows that you can import in without having to redraw it. So these are really handy. Characters, if you drop that open, they've provided us with 6 different characters, and these are pre-drawn characters in a number of motions. So if you're a director or producer who can't draw, you can quickly lay out some storyboards for yourself. But don't forget to hire a story artist because we need you. There's also different effects, explosions, laser beams, tornadoes, that type of thing. Plants, any different type of thing for your house. And then there's some existing sets. Now, you can make use of any of those if you want, but you don't really need to. I, however, really like to set up some of my own libraries. Let me show you how easy this is. If I right-click under this list, anywhere in that box, and I'm going to click on Open Library. I'm going to go back to my main directory, which you'll find here, the 0901 Master Library. Let's start with Audio. If I just select the Audio folder, and down below, click on Select Folder, notice it pops up here. When I click on the audio, all my audio files that I have saved in that folder show up. And let's go ahead and select Knocking. Now, I can drag that right into my timeline, but what if I'm not certain what's in it? So if I double-click on it, it shows up in the preview file, and I can just click play, and I can hear what my audio files are. That really helps. Now, let's take a look at images. So let's right-click once again in our library list, Open Library, go back to the main folder, and References. This is the main one that I always like to use. So I'm going to select that folder, come back over here, click on References, and you're going to see a few photos that I have in there. This is for a project that I'm currently working on. One of the images I need to do is draw a hand grabbing a door handle. Well, that's kind of an awkward angle. So rather than bringing that door handle into my office, I took a photo of it. I also have some photos here of a 1963 T-Bird that I need reference of. So at any time, I can drag that into my artwork. Now, there's some other things that you can do as well. So let's just go to our local folder here. I can copy any element into the local folder to reuse later. So let's say I want to use this guy's face based on a guy that used to work for me. I can actually just drag that layer over into the library. I can rename it here or just select OK, and it pops up. So now I have access to that drawing anytime I want. I can also move the entire scene. Let's move this whole panel over. I can just drag the whole panel over. It'll take a moment longer to copy in because a lot more elements to it. I'll just accept the default file name. Now the entire panel, including all the layers, are also there. So the more you make use of a library, the more you're going to see the benefits of it. And no one likes to redraw the same thing over and over when it can be so fast and easy to reuse the elements that you've already done in your board. Plus, having instant access to all your reference materials and audio files in one place within your project files saves you even more time.